Hello everyone. In this video I'll be running through an introduction to the Zettagrid Cloud Data Center. So once you've purchased the Cloud Data Center, you want to log into the zettagrid.com My Account portal page to retrieve the information. So you'll see here underneath your services, you'll see your DC with an ID, also a bit of information like the CPU, RAM and storage, and some licensing and a couple of other bits and pieces. So if you select the Manage tab, this will bring you to the login screen, and use the details on the previous screen to log in. And once you've logged in, you'll be greeted with the home screen. So on the home screen, you'll see any VApps or VMs that you have deployed. As you can see here, I've got one called pre-configured. So if you've got a brand new VDC, you won't see anything here just yet. And the other tabs you'll see here are about deployment of VApps. So you can add a VApp from a catalog, so that's either from the Zettagrid public catalog or the catalog local to your VDC. You can add an app from an OVF, or you can also build a brand new VApp as well. Underneath the My Cloud tab, this is where you'll see your information. So you'll see here I've got a VApp called pre-configured. It's currently stopped. It's in DC 3349. And underneath the VM tab, you'll get a bit more information, such as the OS type, the network that it's on, the IP address, and a couple of other bits and pieces as well. The expired items is used if you want to create a VApp that has an expiry time on it. That will appear here. Generally you wouldn't do that, but you can if you'd like to. You also have a log tab as well here, so you'll see various bits and pieces, what's been happening on the VDC. Underneath the catalog item, there's a couple of sections here. So there's the My Catalog section. And underneath here, you can upload VApp templates, or you can upload media. So you can see here there is an upload button, and from there you can upload allow that. You can upload a OVF from either a URL or a local file to your catalog. And same with the media as well. You can upload some ISOs. For example, if you have Office on an ISO, you can upload that here, attach that to your VM, and then install from the ISO. The next tab down is the Public Catalog tab. So underneath here, if you go to Catalogues, these are all the public catalogs that are available to you from Zettagrid. So for example, if you select Microsoft, and select VApp templates, you'll see our Windows Server templates underneath there. The next tab along is the Administration tab, and this is where you'll see a list of your virtual data centers. So you can see here I've got 3 virtual data centers underneath my org. The next tab down is the User tabs. This is where you'll have your default user set up, and you can set up additional users here as well, and you can assign them specific permissions to either VDCs or VApps. That way you can control your security a little bit better if you need to do that. Next tab down is the General. This just gives you a bit of information such as the URL for the org. Underneath that there's some emails and policies and a couple of other things, but none of that's too important. So if we hop back to the Virtual Data Center tab, from here you can get a bit more detail on your VDC. So you want to click the VDC here, so we'll select 3349. As you can see, you've got your VApp here pre-configured as we saw on the home screen. You've got your templates section, your media section, and also your storage policies. So this will show you what storage you've got assigned to the VDC, your requested and also your limit. As you can see here on this profile, I've used 44 and the limit is 200. Generally you won't have a MyCloud standard underneath there anymore, as that's a legacy product. You'll either have iStore 500, 250 or 1000 or whatever it is that you purchase, and you can have more than one storage policy associated with your VDC as well. Underneath here is the Edge gateways. This is any gateways associated with the VDC, and this is what's used to give you external access to the internet. And the All VDC Networks is another tab as well. Basically it shows your networks that are shared amongst all of your VDCs, and these are the networks that you can place your VMs onto. The networking we'll go through in a bit more detail in a later video, as it is a little bit more in depth. But that's basically all the information here from your VDC. This is basically where you'll control everything. This is where you'll do all your tasks. So in the next video, I'll be running through deploying a VApp from the catalog and also deploying a VApp from the OVF, and then I will show you how the deployment process is done and what you need to do to get your VM up and running. Please stay tuned.